why the family is being discovered.
That's it.
And if you don't want to take care of it, you could be responsible for his infidelity.
That's right.
I'm in the word. So he's looking on the outside because of what's happening on the inside. Ain't nothing going on. And we're in the house of God. We hear the word Sunday after Sunday, Bible study. I don't care, they ain't talking to me. Then when you come to church to get changed so that you will know how to operate in your marriage because it's a reflection of your communication with God. I can walk in this thing. So we don't want to mess with that thing. Because you don't want the cover to be pulled off. Because you already sadistic. But when the cover get pulled off, then it's going to show you. Miss it. Miss everything is all about you. You just stand. Don't want to let go of the boogie. Oh yeah. I don't know why my marriage can't work. God made the boogie to be boogie. Oh yes he did. And I'm in the word. I'm in the street from just saying it straight out. Y'all know what I mean. And then you wonder why. When you come to church, you can't get your shout on. See, when you in a relationship outside of God, Paul said in 1 Corinthians 7, he said it's good that a man don't touch a woman. Then he went on to say, let them have their own husband and have their own wife. Why do you think he said that? Now, Paul was saying that to the single women, it's all right if y'all can stay single. God don't impose marriage on anybody. But if you chose to marry, understand what it entails. Understand, you know more of your own. You don't do your own thing anymore. Some of us want to do our own thing and say, it's my money. It ain't your money no more. It's our money. I don't care who you work hard for. You know I was broke when you married me. And you don't understand if you get a man of God that's willing to serve you don't pay that. But you so fleshly. You don't want nobody to talk about your man working at Burger King. That's all he's working at Burger King. That's right. If the Whopper have it your way. I know that downtown the bread ain't as big as it used to be, and the Whopper been down, but thank God for your Whopper. Learn how to work it. Give you something to take home tonight. All right. I want to let my wife get up here. Proverbs 18:1-2.
Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh an intermediate with all wisdom.
Through desire. And what is it? Through desire, a man separates himself. Why does he separate himself? Because he wants understanding.
A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself.
See, a fool, which one you rather marry? A man that separates himself, desire to have understanding. So he had to pay a price to get that understanding. You know what that price is? I told you for a little while. That price is sometimes when the white don't understand and they read us from A to Z, but because we understand that thing, we pay a price. That's real. We pay a price, but he understands the price that I'm paying is worth it. That's right. Remember, I'm talking about perfecting character. We're going see, only God knows a man's heart, and everybody here know their heart. So the foolish man, through him seeking understanding, he said, I got to understand. But he said, since they feel like that a man of God is not good enough for them, but they need to have a worldly man. So he said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them what they're asking for. They're going to be able to go on to church. But I'm going to be out because I'm a fool, and I know what's in my heart. I don't mean to bust anybody up, but I want to show you how separated the family is. And I don't mean nobody harm, but the word cuts. How many people are married in here that your husband ain't at work, but they're at home doing something else? Do you know what he's doing? See, it's a family thing. It's a family. You didn't know when you said to me, when you say, I didn't know you had kids, but what makes a family complete is the kids. It don't make it know where the kids come from. What makes the family complete is the kids. That's why he said protect the children. The reason God puts a family together and he says to multiply to have children so that they can protect the children. The children are not being protected. It says in Proverbs 1:7, to fear the Lord. See, so if you teach them fear, you teach your child fear, what happens? They automatically protected because they feel God. You ain't got to watch over them because they feel God and they have knowledge. They are well and they've been acquainted with God. See, a lot of our children have not been acquainted with God because we let them sit home and we go to church. It ain't an option. It ain't an option. It ain't an option. We give them an option. No, we're trying to perfect character. God is trying to perfect character in you, in your husband, and perfect character in the children. How can God perfect character in the children if he can't even get to you and the husband? They don't go and dictate to what's going on in the house. They tell you when they want to go to church. They tell you when they don't want to go. And you come in and you shout up the church. Fall all out on the floor. I told you we can exalt a nation. They used to talk about a village. Forget about the village. We are a nation. We are a nation according to what happened with Jacob. We are a nation. We are a nation of people. But we don't want to. We try to build a village at a time. A nation. How do you get a people that exalt a nation? When they come to church, it's shouting time, it's praising time, and we done done all that, and we done gave, but now it's cutting time. Because see, if you go to church and you never get under conviction, you're not going to change. That's right. Come on. We like to pray about the situation. Forget of praying about the situation. Pray for that person that they would change. Then the situation, when it changed, it'll stay changed. All right. God bring them out of this situation. What excuse God bring you out of this situation? And you ain't changed. So the prayer need to be reversed. Pray for you to change. Then that's why you keep going back. You can't make nobody love you. Then that did that. Your pride ain't doing it. But now I understand. God done changed me. The situation been changed. Listen, he's my Savior, he's my deliverer, he's my healer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You don't understand that you need a healing. See, you want somebody to tell you you need to go to the doctor and seek the doctor. I'm telling you now, you need a healing in your body, in your mind. You got it twisted. Yes.
In the bank, because I hadn't checked it for a while. I don't know why I checked it that night. But I understand what God was showing me. And they said, we deposited 2 checks on this day. I said, somebody deposited 2 checks on the same day. My job, 2 checks in there. I said, let me go check this out. I had to go to the website and check my, had got a little bonus. Didn't even know And I ain't gonna say lose my religion. When you curse, it's because you want to. And when a check clear the bank, and then the check that I write don't clear the bank, when I know what was in it, it creates confusion. So to keep down confusion, we learned early on. Okay, this is our joint account, but you don't write any checks out of this account unless I know about it. Then I can tell you what's coming in and what's going out. But now in your account, you can do what you want to do with it. I don't ask you what you do with your spending money, and I really don't care, as long as it don't come out this account. That's the only thing that matters to me. If he needs over, he'll say, you know, I need to get some. Go ahead, it's there, you can get it. But we had to get there. We had to find out what works for us. He write whatever bills he's supposed to pay at the house out of that account, and then I write all the other ones out of this account. That works for us. We ain't bounce no more checks. In 14 years, we ain't bounce no checks. Because that works for our house. See, you got to know where your favor is and how to operate with your favor. If Eve was taken out of the rib of Adam, what I don't understand for the life of me is how men can call women all kinds of things, not even realizing that if you call me that, you're really talking about you. Because I came out of you. So if you call me a bee, then you must be a bee. Because I came out of you. It was your rib, not mine. That's right. That's right. So in order for you to talk about me, you got to first be talking about you. And if God is on my head, then you're not just talking about me. You're bringing a reproach against God. So I don't have to defend myself. So you need to watch what you say. Because in this, he's giving you this authority over the house, but you can bless and curse a house by the way that you talk to your favor, to your wife. Because when you talk to your wife, you're talking to yourself.
Come on.
So how are you going to call me these things? How are you going to put me on the same level as a dog?
Come on.
And then tell me you love me.
Come on.
You can't call me a female dog and then tell me you love me. Because what that tells me is you the dog.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Because in order for you to call me that, you got to be a dog. So I need to be paying attention to what you're doing.
That's right.
I need to pay attention to what you do. Because if you're calling yourself a dog,
Oh, my God.
I didn't call you a dog. You call yourself a dog. So you're telling me what you're doing, or what you want to do, or what you want to be, or how you want to operate. You're telling me. I ain't asking you. You telling me that. Once you say it to me, you're saying it to yourself. Because I know what I'm doing. We can't treat favor any kind of way. That's your rib. And do you know the rib protects all the vital organs in the body? The rib cage. Under the rib cage is what? Your heart, your lungs, your pancreas, your gallbladder. All of these things are situated under your rib. So you mean to tell me I'm your protection?
My God. My God.
I'm your protection. It says that people will sit. It said that the men will sit in the gate. And because of the way your wife will take care of you, when you come walking up to the gate, they're going to say, oh, such and such man. They just know by the way that he dresses, the way that he smells, that he came from your house. See, because whatever come out your house is a reflection of you. So I ain't going to see you out looking any kind of way. Because if they talk about you, they're talking about me. So I can't be D1. And you looking like a sloth. It don't work like that. If you want to get the things of God, all we got to do is be obedient to the word of God. It's simple. God to just give them to you. Because
Yeah,
he realized
yeah.
that now your affection is not set on those things anymore. But while your affection was set on it, he couldn't give it to you because that thing was more important than your God. Preach. But when your affection gets set on God, stuff will just start coming your way. Stuff you can't really even afford. And you don't even know how they did it. I wanted a car, and I said, you know, I done learned some things that just because you walk into a car dealership and they work out something for you to get a car that you want to get, that don't mean you should get the car. That ain't necessarily God. And I had to learn that. And I said, when we were going, because we didn't have to get the car that day, I said, I'm not going to pay for 2 cars.
Yes, yes.
And what I meant was, the price of the car and then the financing of the car, they had another $14,000. You paying for 2 cars. You paying for 2 cars. God don't do that. So we went, and the first thing he calculated out, we were paying for 2 cars. It was $15,000 in interest. I said, well, today ain't today for this car. That's why I told the finance man. He said, but you can have it. I said, but no, I can't. Because when I prayed and I talked to God, I understood that if I get in here and it's that I'm going to pay for 2 cars, then this ain't the car for me. This ain't what God is giving me. You know what he said? You can afford it. What that got to do with it?
That's right. That's right.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. Why would you pay $14,000 on top of the price you're going to pay for the car? You could just go and buy 2 cars. A $14,000 car and then whatever car you were going to buy anyway. So he said, okay. Wait a minute. And I had already told my husband in the car, so he was laughing as the man was talking to me. He said, he did a little computer again. He said, okay, I know I need payments not to come over a certain amount. He said, I can get your payment right here with a balloon. I said, stop it right there. No balloon. Because the balloon means you took the $14,000 and you put it at the end. Like this slick. So I'm still paying for 2 cars. I said, it's okay. We came prepared not to buy a car. We just looking. That's the first place we stopped. So I'm okay. I can come back a couple of months from now and see if it's going to be something different. He said, no. Wait a minute. He said, well, the first time when they gave me the price, they were going to finance it at 10.9.